Yo, what is going on, everybody? I haven't done many videos in this series. I've done one other video to be exact. I figured I'd talk about the time that I played on stage of Hollywood Undead. Purely by luck. I'm by no means a somebody. I'm a nobody. But I'm somebody that played on stage of Hollywood Undead. Alright, I'll leave it at that. Anyways, it's like 2022. It's their, I think it's Kill the Noise tour, I think it was called. They were touring with Papa Roach and Bad Wolves. Pretty fucking sweet. I was never a big fan of Hollywood Undead. I didn't really like them that much. They're okay. They're catchy. I respect them, like, as a band. But at the same time, I'm personally just not a big fan of them. I was in high school, I was like 16, and I was with this girl named Cheyenne. She was, goth. Interesting person. Stuff didn't work out. We both had our own stuff going on, but she got us tickets. So me, her, and her mom went. That was like my first big concert that I'd went to. I think I'd seen the Toadies, but besides that, that was and I saw Toadies at like a smaller place, not even a big venue. We're going in, and I got this cart on me. It was. I remember it. It was a wedding cake cart, and I bought this Unicam Pro Mini. Man, I miss that thing. I had the pearl colored one, kinda the gray / pearl one, and had a wedding cake cart, and I ordered that bitch online, dude. It was some like Delta H that I ordered online, because it's a farm bill, so you can just order stuff like that. Once I found that out, oh man, I was ordering carts from all over the place. It was sweet. But anyways, yeah, we're walking in, the Concrete Street, I think, the Concrete Street Amphitheater. I forgot what all it was called. I don't even live there. I don't even live in that city anymore. Before we'd walked in, they were checking people and they were getting people's stuff. And, I wouldn't care but those Unicam Pros have metal on them. So I ditched it. Because I was scared. A little 16-year-old scared-ass little kid. Yeah, so I ditched it behind this tree, hoping no one would find it. They did. It wasn't there when I came out. I checked and I was like, damn it. Huh. Yeah, so Hollywood Undead's playing, and then before the song, they just say, "Hey, who all here plays guitar?" And I just raised my hand because my ex, she was like, "Raise your hand." I raised my hand, or when I was kind of just like tiptoeing real high, and they saw me. Sure enough, he was like, "All right, yo, come up here," and I was like, "Yo, word." And then the guy came down there, and I still didn't realize it was me. The stage manager was telling me to come over. I was like, dude, fuck yeah. So I'm walking up there, and I'm in my head, I'm like, am I really about to go up here and play this with a band I don't even really like that much? That is the coolest thing I could ever do. And sure enough, yeah, I'll walk up there. And he's like, yeah, hey man, who's your favorite person in the band? I was about to point at him. I turn around, I point at Danny. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, dude. Then they hand me a guitar, and they're like, yo, play something. My adrenaline's rushing. I tried to play, and yeah, I got some stuff out, and it was okay, but I showed I could play, but the adrenaline was rushing. My hands felt like noodles touching the guitar. But then the song was about to play, and when they were hyping everybody up, getting the intro to the song going, the guitarist had shown me how to play, and it was simple, it was easy. And the only video I have of it, I get out there and I stand on the speaker and stuff, and then but that's it. That's the only video I have of it, which I haven't tried to dig it up. I'm sure if I went to Facebook, I could try and dig it up. Maybe one day, if I ever have fans who watch this stuff, they'll come and then they'll go dig it up and they'll be like, holy shit, he's not full of shit. That would be pretty cool. But anyways, Yeah, nah, man, I'm up there, I'm playing that song. I stand on top of the speaker, and then the other guitarist jumps up there, and we're back to back, and I'm playing in front of the city that I've basically grown up in. I was like, dude, this is peak. You know, like, because that was lucky. You know, it's the luckiest thing I ever had. And I was playing on stage at a Papa Roach concert with Hollywood Undead. That's how I frame it. But yeah, man. And then we're supposed to go off stage. And before we go off stage, well, okay, the song ends. They're like, hell yeah, high fives, high fives. And stage manager's like, all right, come on, come on, come on. He's kind of being an asshole about it. He's kind of rushing me off the stage a little bit. I go down there and he's going. He is walking. He is walking like a motherfucker. And I look to my left and I see glory to them. I see the light beaming from the sky down, more like beaming up from hell back down on the Papa Roach. And I was like, yo, I looked to my left, I'm like, okay, well, I'm in a telltale fucking game. All right, I have a choice to make. We got A, go over here and say what's up to Papa Roach. B, follow this bitch ass stage manager back to where I'm supposed to be. So I take a left and I walk over there. I didn't even know what to say, dude. They were just like, yo, good job. That was pretty cool, man. I got a high five. And then like the stage manager was coming back and I turned around and I went back real fast. And like, dude, that was that shit. I got back and I couldn't get back to exactly where I was because everybody was blocking the path. So I went all the way around the back. And I just didn't know. I was like, damn, dude, how am I supposed to get back up to where my girlfriend was? So then I poked on someone's shoulder and was like, yo, I'm the guy who just played on stage. I'm trying to get back to my girlfriend. Can you tell the person in front of you to move real quick? And he was like, hold on. And the next thing you know, the crowd fucking splits. And I feel like Moses splitting the Red Sea. And it just splits. And there's just a path straight to where she was. Because everybody is just like turned around. Was like, yo, that's the guy who put on stage. He's trying to get back to his girlfriend. That's what everybody was doing. And I was just sitting there. I felt like fucking Moses watching the Red Sea split. Dude, I was like, yo, what? Word. I walked back over there. I pull out my phone. She looks at me. She's like, that was awesome. And I look at her. I'm like, yeah, any of your other boyfriends do that? You know, playing it off real cool. I pulled on my phone and I texted my mom. I was like, Mom, you'll never fucking believe what I just did. I just fucking played on stage with Hollywood Undead, dude. I was typing like I was out of breath, you know, like I could barely type it out. Like, you know, I was freaking out because it was more about just playing in front of that many people. I was playing in front of what felt like my whole city, you know what I mean? That was, you know, they were there for a Papa Roach concert, and I got to play on stage. That was cool as shit. And after that, for a while, anytime I'd go to the mall at Spencer's, Hot Topic, they'd be like, oh, hey, you're the guy who played on stage at the Papa Roach concert. And I was like, yeah, dude, that's me. Yeah, touch me. Not really. But like, dude, that was like my moment of glory, you know what I mean? I don't know what I should title this video. Maybe sponsored by, I don't know. We'll have to think on that. Anyways, y'all have a good day.